that should be what I need to get started over on YouTube as we get ready to test. Hello YouTube, welcome to a stress test for Monsters Memories, a classically inspired MMORPG. This is a stress test, so there's going to be issues. We're currently trying to get into the game, but there is a larger stress test coming in April. And it's in Unity 6 now, so I really want to see what this game is all about in Unity 6, because lighting is a big deal for me, and it looks much better in Unity 6. So I'm excited to see what... It's been a while since I hopped in, so excited to see. You can really run around in the plane of meat if the server stays down. Well, that's cool. I mean, I could use the exercise, nothing force movement to get the blood pumping. Okay, so the one thing, like, this is a thing that's been taunting me, I guess at this point for like well over a year. I want to go to this place. I have seen this place over and over and over again. I want to go there so freaking bad, and I can never get there. I've tried running a couple times and it has not worked. Also, do I have... Ooh, I like the new UI. I hadn't seen the new UI yet. I like it. Do the tabs work? No, not yet. But this is definitely an improvement from what it was. Am I out? No, I still have my candle. Okay, thank you, because God, it's dark without the candle. All right. Let's try and murder something. Let's see. This is dark blue. Hello, Enraged. How dare you steal my jackal? I say that as I'm being lazy snuggling from the pup. Oh, that's cute. Oh, there's lots of corpses already. See, I'm an elementalist, so I'm like ready for no. Oh wait, I'm zoning. I did that on purpose. I think I'm actually zoning myself. I thought the server was going down. I think this is actually me zoning, which may have been a mistake, in all honesty. Zoning. So I think I want to raise the desk a little bit more. How's the camera look though? Does that fuck that up? No, it's okay. All right. Maybe I shouldn't have zoned. Shit. Did I make a mistake? Well, that was like 30 seconds of Monsters and Memories. Is Quato still in game? Yes. Damn it. Okay. Yeah. We'll let it sit for a sec. I'll chill. And then if it hangs in this loading for too long, we'll restart. Let's see. No, there it goes. Hey, perfect. Okay, it heard me. I need to redo a little candle. Okay. I need to change window size. Can I change this? I can't. Okay, wait. Shrink this down a little bit more. I like this new window right here. Like they're making some progress with the UI. I like it. All right, can we kill the fire beetle? That's a rotting skeleton. The rotting skeleton, we think we can... Oh, we're gonna fight it anyway. Shit. If I die immediately. Okay, there we go. The new UI target windows and stuff are much better too. Like they feel better. Nice of the patrolman to just sit there and watch me. But at least I killed it. Okay, wait. Did I loot? There it is. Scorched skeletal remains and cloth scraps. Let me respond to somebody in game real quick. All right. How's your Saturday going, everybody? I'm excited because after this, I'll actually be going to a concert I'm gonna go see Papa Roach, and I'm really excited about it. Rise Against and Papa Roach. Oh, nice, awesome, K-Nub. Downloading it right now. Is this will this be your first time playing, or have you played it before? I don't want to fight that. That will kick my ass. Let's rest a little bit. Same, you're downloading it now as well. Awesome, Brent. I want to get closer to the city. I'm only level 2. I also kind of want to see the city, like with Unity 6, and it's a little scary. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little scary going around in the dark anyway. So, because this is a classic MMO, it's a little bit of a daunting prospect at times. Good music, but the crowds are a hard pass for me. Oh, at a concert, that's fair. I'm gonna decline for now. Actually, sure, why not? Why not? Let's do it. Where are they at? What is this? Interaction / mud? What is this? I don't know what that is. I've done most of the playtests, but I've never got more than a few levels. Same. I think like the highest level, I'm trying to think what the highest level I got was 7 maybe, on the bard, the dwarf bard. Oh, they're in Dune, I think, which I think is the next zone over. Hey, nice. How are you doing? It's good to see you. Oh shit, is something attacking me? Yep. Please don't die. That would suck and be really fucking embarrassing. I hope you're having a good Saturday, nice. Not a fan of crowds between growing up around military and cops and bouncing. All I do is watch everyone and everything waiting for stuff to pop off, and it's exhausting. That's fair. I have ADHD and crazy ass anxiety, so I live in a constant state of hypervigilance. So I get the exhaustion factor. Totally understand. Good, hope you are too. How's it going so far? Good. I mean, it's a stress test, but it's holding up right now. This would be an interesting game for you to try. Nice. I think it'd be, and you should, when they do a test with a PvP server, you should jump on that. Although the last time when they had a PvP server out, I think this was a couple stress tests ago, there was very few people actually tried it. Very few people seemed willing to go on to the PvP server. Okay, there we go. Oh, that looks cool. The Langsdorfian League maintains guild houses known as contours in or around nearly every city of note. That's cool. I do like stuff like this because I think it's a way that, because I know like EverQuest used to have all this. Well, come on, don't attack me. If I die trying to get to this group. Can I see them anywhere? So I need light. Let there be light. We're just moving north from the path. Do I even have a compass? I don't think I do, right? So I don't really know. Oh, I love the sky. Oh, look at the moon. Moons. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, shit. Sure. Okay, I'm following. Don't miss not being able to see. The dark is a little dark for me. It's a bit dark for me. I like having a light source, but it is a bit dark for me. I love the lighting in the day though. Okay, I'm just gonna follow them. Actually, I'm gonna buff myself. There's not a whole lot I have at the moment. I'm only level 2. Oh, it is dark. Oh, it is dark. Did my... Shit, my candle went out. I have no light now. Just follow the nameplate at this point. Okay, follow that. Oh, we're waiting on someone to escort us. Got it. Candles burn out. Yeah, they do. I wish I had like... Because I'm a elementalist, I wish I had a spell. Although I think eventually when I get my pet kind of works like a light source. So, you know, it kind of works that way. Oh shit, wait, okay, where are they going? Just follow this. I don't know. I do like the little Bard song going off though. Beats of War. Bard, I think, is the class that I got the highest level in this so far. And it was a Dwarf Bard too. Just following, hoping for the best, hoping things don't kill me and murder me. A curious jackal. It's yellow. Wait, are we just running from it? Are we killing it? Oh, we're killing it. Okay. There we go. Sorry, I'll check in on chat in just a sec. I don't want to get lost because I don't think I will be found again. I think I'll be forever lost. Following PJ here. I'm so proud of you. We got on and wait. Why are you so proud of me? We got on and played a little bit earlier, and you're higher level than us. I'm level 2, but I've played this before, Nat. I'm only level 2, and I had played in a previous test. How did you and Malkael enjoy it? Why is the game so dark? I think it's to make it feel scary. But also keep in mind this isn't testing. And Unity 6 changes a bunch of lighting. Ooh, are we camping right here? Okay. Cool. Awesome. We actually have a camp? Damn. So you're a slacker sometimes and a squirrel a lot. Yes, absolutely. 100%. What classes are there? There's actually a lot. Nice. I don't think maybe all of them are in, but they actually have quite a few classes. I've tried several, but I haven't gotten many very high. But it's definitely one to look at. How is this game different compared to Pantheon? If I were to compare the two, I would say that this is more rooted to the classic D&D style. It like... I feel like this one feels very connected to D&D in that the whole dungeon running and everything like that. Although they're adding in a lot of cool stuff that I'm really freaking excited about. Because as much as I love going in dungeons and fighting and doing stuff like that, other stuff to do, like housing, is a big thing for me. Because it adds stuff you can do when you don't have a group. And I think I think in the patch notes they said today that the boats are in a dangerous state. So they've got boats, housing, they're gonna have, I believe they're gonna have taming and mounts. Stuff that I really loved in Ultima Online that I'm excited to see coming into this game as well. But yeah, very, 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 very classically inspired MMO. Yeah, it's a lot more D&D based. Yeah, we liked it. Definitely needs a lot of work for sure. It took us forever just to find our class vendors and such. It feels a lot more like EQ than Pantheon does, though. It's a lot more like, I would say Pantheon is closer to more modern EQ. So like the EQ that you play, like now that we played, like when we got all the way towards like the last expansions in EQ, whereas this is more closer to 1997, 2000 EverQuest. But I think the addition to the stuff that I was talking about, like housing and stuff, bumps it up a little bit. Because EverQuest, while they did eventually add housing, was just different. It was what? When did they add it? Was it House of Thule? It was years. It was years and years later. Are you still playing Pantheon? Yes, I am level 20, level 11, level 6, level 8. Basically, I have an alt problem in Pantheon, like a ton. You have any interest in checking out EQOA private servers? Private servers are always interesting. I did want to try EQOA because I missed it, because I couldn't get what are we? We're in the right one. Okay. Burn it down. Which I just have one. I have 2 spells. Dang. We're doing fine though. I use all of my mana though. I'll sit. What I was saying about EverQuest Online Adventures. So when I was a kid, EverQuest Online Adventures came out, and I was super excited. I wanted to try it so bad, and I had a PlayStation 2, and then I tried to play it, and I could never get the networking to work. So we actually had to return EQOA, and I remember being so sad that I couldn't play it. You never experienced? Oh, you never experienced? When did you first play EQ1, Nat? I feel like I got ADHD, Asperger's myself. Give me a house in the middle of nowhere and my dogs, and I'll be golden. That's fair. That's fair. I found that like doing stuff like content creation and being more open has helped me a ton. But I still, like, when I'm going to the concert later today, I'm gonna be like, just stay away from me. A large dune's bad. Wait. Oh shit! Are we not fighting this? Nicodemus is here. Wait. Are we killing this? There it is. This is one of the devs. Very, very, very kind dev. Nick shows up here in the channel sometimes. Been checking out Sandstorm server. It feels just like EverQuest 1. Really? Is it so? I never knew how much EQOA was like EQ because I never got to play it. So I was really interesting. My dude, you had to configure NAT and DNS stuff. Oh my god. Basically taught me networking when I was like 9. I remember I was like sitting there following instructions and shit, trying to figure out how do I make this work, and just didn't. It just did not. I could never figure it out. And I think I tried for like 2 weeks, and then we returned it. And then I went and played probably, when did AQA come out? Was it like, probably went and played like SWG or something else instead, which is fine. I mean, Star Wars Galaxies was one of my favorite MMOs ever. So, or Shadowbane. Oh wait, shit, where'd we move? Oh wait, Arik is here. That's my group mate. Okay. Oh, shit. Yay, it's getting light outside. I really want to see, this is what I wanted to see, because they moved up to Unity 6, so I really wanted to see the lighting in the daytime. This already looks better. Like, the place that I desperately want to go to, it already looks cooler. So, I really want to see the kind of the haze that comes in with the lighting. I've never been this deep in the dunes either, I don't think. I think this is new. Oh, that's gorgeous. Oh, that's pretty. I like it. I like it. Are you a game dev too? No, I am nowhere near smart enough or talented enough. Instead, I write books and make content. So I was never good enough to go into game dev. Even I had like these dreams when I was a kid of going into game dev art. I had dreams as a kid going into game writing. but never actually like programming or anything like that. I was never smart enough for it. How many beans does it take to make chili? 239, because one more would make it 240 and 9 less would make it. Oh my god. Dayhawk. How are you doing? It's good to see you. You can see the shadows moving. Okay, I love this. Like stuff like this is just, I love like when you see like the sun rising over the, it's just really pretty. Am I targeting the rattlesnake? I kind of wish I had, oh, I'm out of mana. Like target windows, like a little circle or something around it, because I can't tell, and I don't think it's even showing when I have it tab targeted. But I mean, that'll come. Everyone has really cool gear too. I feel like a scrub. I'm such a scrub. RBF, you guys run into any issues yet? Just my skill level, Nicodemus. But no issues yet so far. How are you doing, by the way, Nicodemus? Nicodemus, I wasn't planning on playing today. I was so tempted, though, because I wanted to see the game in Unity 6. Yeah, I'm supposed to be getting ready for a concert. Logging is taking forever, as it is right now. So I was able to log in, and then I got kicked out, and then I was able to log back in since then. Do I have an auto run? Sorry, I'm typing in chat. Yeah, they restarted the servers. Which is oh, this is a different dungeon then. Oh, this Inviswall going through leads to Telakir. I've only been to the other dungeon, so there's another dungeon with skeletons and stuff in it, which I've been to. Glad you could join us today. Stress test, I think, is for another 2 hours. Yeah, I think I'll play as long as I can, and just kind of see. So far, I mean, this is awesome, Nicodemus. I'm hoping y'all are happy and excited with the results of the stress test so far. That's so pretty. The thing at nighttime looks so cool, right? This thing right here, I've been wanting to go there forever, Tachyon. And now I'm the closest I've ever been. Is that gonna murder me? Let's go around this way. A little bit behind everyone. He is riding an invisible unicycle. Oh, Telakir is level 5 to 6 or higher. Got it. There are players trying to make the run to Evershade. Is it possible, Nicodemus? Like, is it functional? Ooh, what are these? A Dune's Madman. That's red. I'm leveled. Oh, look at this spider. Dude, look at the giant spider out over here. Holy shit. I don't even know if I'm getting experience. I don't really care. There are players in EW. Wow. Okay, that's awesome, Nicodemus. I don't know what we're doing. I'm just following. Is that a minifig? A minifig? What? I've been checking out the Sandstorm Field. It feels like EverQuest 1. I like the zone scale look for sure. Oh, wait, where are we going? Are we going through here? I'm guessing yes. I'm following. Thank you for the follow, by the way. Oh. Oh, shit. Okay, wait, what? All right, that's, yeah. Okay, invisible wall. Got it. Okay. You're such a follower. I am, Tigric. How are you doing, by the way? I hope you're doing well. Oh, shit. Okay, this is cool. Oh, thank you, Carlos. Wait, is that... Oh, that's not our people. That's not our people. Our people are over here. There's Rift? Hey, Joskar, how are you doing? It's going well. It's going well. Stress test, and it's holding up well. I'm gonna be going to a concert here soon though, Jaskar. We're gonna go see Papa Roach. Okay. Are we going up here? I've never been anywhere near this place. This is cool. This is all new and scary places that I'm thankfully I picked the right class. I'm a caster. I do DPS. I don't have to carry any weight or worry or be concerned about anything. I just throw nukes at shit while everyone else carries the weight. It's fantastic. Okay, my impression of the game has gone up significantly watching the stream. Well, that's great. I'm glad to hear that, Tachyon. I always kind of maintain, and it's weird because I'm a content creator, right? So I review things, I give my opinion on shit, but I always maintain that our opinions, those of us, any of us that have a camera and talk at it for some reason, our opinion doesn't mean shit. All it is just our opinion. We can try our best to be informed. We can try our best to give as much information, as much balanced information as possible. But the ultimate thing is your opinion. So I always encourage people to try things. Just try it yourself. See if you like it. 1 or 2 incoming, burn the lower con one first. Okay, what if they're both red? Because they may both be red to me. Left warrior first. Okay. Oh, we only got 1. There we go. Is it already dead? Oh, because of the GM. That's fair. That's fair. Go. See, how much experience do I get from this? Can players try the game before yeah, so this game is in development. This is not released, and they're working towards a early access release in 2026. So you've still got a lot of time. This is an open stress test that you can play right now. monstersandmemories.com. Let me drop the link. Hang on. This is the best place, although you'll probably want to join their Discord. But that link right there will take you to the game. The stress test is lasting for, I think, another 1.5 hours or 2 hours, something like that. And then they have another stress test in April. That'll be longer. Yeah, exactly. A longer playtest. Thank you, Nicodemus. A longer... What do you know the dates? Is it the 11th through the 13th? Am I getting that right? I made a damn video about it and I can't remember. Yes. Oh, yeah. Okay, perfect. Thank you. I'm not giving misleading information. Fuck yes. Yeah, that longer playtest, I definitely 100% recommend jumping into. One of my playtest extension. I don't know what I'm doing. Hey, gentlemate, how are you doing? It's good to see you. I hope you're having a wonderful Saturday. I love the music so much. This is greener than I remember. I have never been out this way. I think we found like an oasis, gentlemate. I mean, I'm just following people and like throwing fire at things. So I didn't even check experience. Oh, it's going up pretty significantly. Rel in Poor. That's from Ultima Online, isn't it? I believe. What does this actually do? Pry. Oh, okay. That's interesting. I want to see what that does. That's cool. Stress tests are to help us test the server's hardware, and netcode playtest is more for players to see how far we have come along. And is the one in April is more like an actual playtest, right, Nicodemus? Or is it still a stress test? Also appreciate you being here. Seat. Papa Squat. Yes, playtest in April. Okay, cool. Yeah. Joskar, we should group up for that. I know BB wants to play in April. So, like, we could actually play it in April together as a functional group, assuming I'm not working. It's over the weekend, so hopefully not. What level do I get my pet? Is it level 2 or is it level 3? I still need to buy it too. This is 2 of them. Warrior first. Oh, the healer keeps healing. I'm out of mana almost too. Just depends on the weekend. My big database replacement at work is the last week of April. At least it's the first week. Wait, no. Wait, does that mean, is that good or bad? It's the first week or second weekend. Stu! Hey, Stu. How are you doing? Thank you for shouting out Joskar. Joskar also has a... Oh, the Shaman's out of mana now, though. Damn. We can do one more. Maybe one more. Nope. Nope. Joskar has another channel, Joskar Spins, which is a DJ channel. Fantastic DJ channel. Flame burst. I guess I could actually, like, I wonder if it's better. It's probably better to sit. I'm not doing any damage with melee. I should sit and get mana back. And thank you all for helping us test. I can't thank you guys enough. These tests are a very important step forward. It's appreciated. I'm sure everybody testing really just enjoys the opportunity, but I'm glad that it helps. I'm glad that it helps to test the servers and make sure that they're doing well and everything like that. Oh shit. One more? I'm out of mana. Damn, like I'm getting hard carried in this group by far. So everybody's level 5, level 2, level 4, level 2, and I'm level 2. So I guess it's not terrible. An ambusher. It's just like when Redbeard played WoW. Wow, Stu. Wow, that's cruel and unusual and harsh and a very modelly thing to do and say. How's your Saturday going, Stu? I hope it's going well. This is pretty. I like this. Like, they've done a really good job with zone building. It's a very chill Saturday. How about you? Good. Good. I wasn't planning on streaming today, Stu. I was planning on I'm working on a review for Avowed, which is a long ass video, and then going to a concert. So I wasn't planning on streaming, but then they were like, hey, how about a stress test? And then Quados was streaming it. So I was like, God damn it, fine. I'll stream it too. Not very unusual, actually. Fair. I do get carried a lot. Don't tell BB that. No telling you BB that I get carried. He'll never. Just out of curiosity, have you ever talked about the going-ons of Darkfall Online's near future Steam release, including 64-bit client and 64-bit server migration? I have not. I didn't even know I didn't know Darkfall was still around. That's interesting. That would be... I wonder if that would be kind of like competition in the space for Mortal Online 2, which I know Mortal Online 2 just had an update as well, I think. For because Darkfall's a more hardcore PvP MMO, right? Right? DJ Death Star. Good afternoon from THJ POP launch. Have you on in the background while doing planes? Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. That's incredibly kind of you. Not required at all, but thank you so much. I hope you're having a fantastic time at the Planes of Power THJ launch. If it wasn't the what's it called, anniversary for EverQuest, and they have an experience bonus, which I'm always tempted by experience bonuses, I'd probably be over there playing a bit of that as well. But I've been trying to get my little My little mage on Teak leveled up a little bit. Which is also, coincidentally, also in Planes of Power, or Lost Engines of Nora. Although the temptation to go, like, kind of solo raid Planes of Power is a lot. It's intense. That'd be interesting. I hope it goes well. It's exactly correct. Look at Darkfall Online is essentially Ultima Online plus Unreal Tournament. Okay, yeah. I think I tried didn't they have like 2 versions of Darkfall? I tried one of them, I believe, when it first came out. Because I actually played Ultima Online. I played Shadowbane. Hardcore PvP generally isn't for me anymore. I think there was a time in my life where it was, but I'm always interested. All right, I gotta head out to get back to work. Y'all have fun, good hunting. Almost like you have stuff going on, Nicodemus. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful Saturday. Appreciate everything you do, Nick. Dang, I've got 129 HP, 64 AC for reference. I have 47 health. Holy shit. This really does have strong, like, EQ Classic vibes for sure. Oh, and they have the book now. I think in the past, I don't think they had the, I think it was just gray in the past. Also, don't I just look beautiful with the mustache? What's your class? My class is a elementalist, so I will eventually get a pet. But I need the money for it, and I also need the levels for it. I want to say it was level 3, and I'm level 2. Maybe it's level 2, and I just didn't have the money for it, though. But I will need to eventually go back and get my class vendor. You get one at 1 and 4. Oh, I just didn't have the money for it then. I think because the last time I played, I went to the class vendors and stuff. But I don't think I had any money. Today I learned that they have s'mores candy corn. I don't know how to feel about that. Sounds awful. Sounds absolutely horrifying. I would be afraid to encounter your character in a dark alley. Why? He's so friendly. Doesn't he look friendly? The funny thing is there's an emote that I have that I need to actually add to Twitch and YouTube of this guy, like, because there's shadows in the game, and I have it's like a lurking emote of this friendly chap lurking in the shadows, like half shadows. Okay, back to bed for me. Have fun, Red, and good seeing you. Good seeing you too, Tigger. I hope things are going well for you and with your game. Your character expression just screams, I get carried. Fair. Lord Farquaad's redheaded stepchild. Yeah. A little bit. No, it screams great success. He looks deranged a little bit. Just a little bit. You know, one of the interesting things that I'm actually going to be trying soon, because talking about Ultima Online and PvP and stuff, there is... So, one of my MMOs that drove me crazy was Legends of Aria, and how it was trying to be a spiritual successor to Ultima Online by essentially being Ultima Online. And then how they gave up on that and sold off to become a crypto game and all this bullshit, right? But through all that, they had custom servers. And there's actually a custom server not run by the people of Legends of Aria, because I think all of that's defunct now. I don't know. It's in weird, like, limbo how all that is. But they have a server, like I guess like basically like a private emulated server at this point, that's supposed to just basically be Ultima Online, like that has the same locations, it has all kind of stuff like that. You love the UO emulated chart. That's what I want to try. Like I think they're actually even working on their own like patcher and stuff. So I want to try that and see how it goes. I'm curious. Because that game, I felt like it had potential, but really bad management. The one thing that I don't think I have to worry about is taking any aggro. I think I'm bad enough that it doesn't matter what I do. Just cast my little flame bursts, and then I'm good to go. Ashira warrior. I want to know more about these Ashira. I'm gonna learn their lore. I'm just like chain nuking at this point. It doesn't really matter. Watch how I do this and then I actually pull aggro, but how close am I? Damn, okay, we're getting there. We're getting closer to level 3. How would you compare this to Pantheon? Similar in they're both trying to bring back a type of MMO that has lapsed. This, an MMO that is not about going from quest hub to quest hub, quest hub to quest hub. I feel like this one is, I like to kind of use like EverQuest as a continuum. So this game, as it is right now, feels closer to like EverQuest 1999 to about 2003. And then Pantheon feels more like EverQuest beyond that, right? Because EverQuest went through a series of changes and stuff like that. And it's been a very interesting kind of seeing not only this game and Pantheon, but also EverCraft Online. This kind of like revival of these games that are not Quest Hub MMOs, which I think is the biggest difference, right? Because most games right now, even if they are a little bit different, like even Guild Wars 2, they're still Quest Hub MMOs. They're still MMOs that focus on, I start here, and then I go to this next place, and then this next place, and I do it all through questing. And so it's nice to have MMOs that are not that way anymore. And this one feels a little bit slower paced, in my opinion, than Pantheon. What are those bubbles? What bubbles? Oh, these? Oh, this is a bard. So Banky is a bard. So it's a bard song, and it's this. Is this? Can I have? Can I see what it is? Oh shit! Oh wait, I think I ran out of range. But it's a bard song. That it's a pulsing buff, basically. At this point, I just want Sword Art Online IRL. I'm down for being trapped. Fuck. This looks really close to Project Gorgon. So Project Gorgon is actually a game I want to try. I really want to jump in and play Project Gorgon. I've never played it. I've heard good things. There's obviously some sad tragedy around the devs of that game, which sucks. And I hate like when stuff like that happens to good people. But I want to try Project Gorgon. I actually just downloaded it the other day. Redbird, please stop preventing us from trying it. Yes, we are not members of the gaming elite, but we deserve some entertainment these days. Wait, what? What am I preventing you from trying? What gaming elite? Try whatever you want to try. I'm the least gaming elite. I'm dog shit at games. I want to make my own MMO so bad. It's one of the reasons I went into gaming. Wow, really? What kind of game would you want to make? The biggest difference between Project Gorgon and M&M, there is clear defined class and roles in MM versus PG. Has a bunch of Yeah, I think there's weird amalgamations of skills and make builds, right? And doesn't it have like a lot of cheeky stuff in it too? Like trying to think, there was one thing in Project Gorgon like where you could actually turn into an animal or something like that. Isn't that, maybe I'm making that up in my head. I want to say that it has some cheekiness to it though. Some not taking itself as seriously type of thing. Hear me out here, there would be ultimate refuse to adults or die trying. In Sword Art Online, like the real thing. Project Gorgon is based more on Asheron's Call, not EverQuest. Okay, yeah. So one to like Eminem, but it looks too much like Looney Tunes MMO. Animals are part of the game as a whole. Oh, in Project Gorgon? A mix between EVE Online. Oh, you were like gonna make a mix between EVE Online and old school RuneScape. Would you make it in a fantasy setting or sci-fi setting then? Because both of those are deep games, right? Deep, lots of skill up type games. EVE Online is intimidating. It's very intimidating. But it's hard to argue with how well old school RuneScape has found a way to include so many different ways of progression. PG is like old school RuneScape and EQ had a baby. That just makes me want to try it even more. I wish there was a cowboy western MMO. They kind of had, and I wouldn't call it an MMO, but what, you had Red Dead Online for a while. I think it's still on. Oh, we're moving. Sorry. I'm shit in groups. If you ever group with me in a game, I apologize. If I am streaming, I'm even worse. I'm just bad in general, but I'm even worse. So I apologize to anyone I group with in any game ever. I'm sorry. How's the test going? It's going well. I'm in an area I've never seen before. Getting hard carried in a group. It's a little oasis where we're fighting these little camps of Ashira. It's really cool. Entrance to Telekir is where we're at. Oh, the entrance in Shaded Dunes. It's definitely less serious. You can turn into a cow and do... Oh, wait. Did you ever see Kung Pao Enter the Fist? Where there is a Kung Fu cow that takes out people with milk? Have we found Lockjaw yet? Not yet. Oh, I should sit. Come now, it's fun running with you in a group. Just got to be prepared for derps, which is not a bad thing. Thank you, Xanthir. Xanthir groups with me a lot, so. I've heard good things, but what kind of MMO is it? Wait, which MMO? This? Eminem? Monsters and Memories? Tonic? Red, please take a look at Ascent Quest, a true VR MMO being made. I don't have a VR setup, Vicus, at all. So I can't try any of those games. Like, I could cover it, but I can't try it. It was Microsoft's bet for the first big MMO. Oh, wait. Asheron's Call? Oh, you're not asking me. My bad. Well, I was asking about Asheron's Call, but yeah, I'd love for you to explain Eminem. Eminem, to me, is a classic revival of EverQuest made by a former EverQuest dev. That's the best way that I would describe it. And a D&D, heavily D&D inspired. They even have, I want to see what this is. Because if you notice, this is new for me. I have not seen this before. So if you notice, they have interactions /mud. Look, pry, pull, place, throw, inspect, take, rub, break, smell, pour, open. All this stuff. So I want to see what they're going to do with this. Like, is it going to be stuff in dungeons? Is it going to be, you know, very, very D&D-like? So I'm really curious. It's not out yet. Just check out the website. I also have contact with the devs. I bet when it goes alpha, they would give you access and maybe donate a headset. I don't know if I have that kind of reach that someone would donate a headset, but that would be very interesting. I'll check it out though, because these games need support phones. Sounds stupid, but that's when people want to grind these days. Support phones. Oh, you mean on mobile? Is that what you mean? What would the end game of a game like Pantheon or Eminem be? I think in haven't they talked about end game in I think you might end up with similar end games in both, where because they're both looking at housing. Hello, this is Basket. Oh no, Basket does not want to be on. We're just gonna let Basket do whatever she wants. They're both gonna be having things like, I think, with mounts, taming, housing, stuff like that. So boats. I think Monster Memory is a bit further along on those type of things than Pantheon is at this point. But they'll also have, I think, what you would expect with raids and group content at the end. And then I think, which also I think is why sometimes games like this feel difficult to make and to maintain, because it's so vertical, which is why I'm glad both of these games are actually looking at non-vertical progression. So looking at, like, housing is non-vertical progression. It's a very good way to go non-vertical, because then there's stuff like collecting that you can do. Ultima Online is probably the place. Ultima Online and EverQuest 2 have that as an end game sort of thing, where, I mean, freaking hell, Ultima Online, you would hunt for poop. It's not even a like exaggeration. You would literally in Ultima Online try to get rare poop to put in your house. Like they had a great way of having both vertical and horizontal progression. And I think that's what a lot of MMOs need. The Shaolin soccer move was excellent. It really was. I'm sorry, with Milk. Stu, have you never seen Kung Pao Enter the Fist? By, is it Bob Odenkirk? Steve Odenkirk. I don't know how well the movie holds up today, but it was nuts back then. Then I have chocolate nipples. Oh my god, there's so much in that movie. But yeah, the Shaolin soccer was, I think, even better. Yeah, high level dungeons and raids, world bosses. How is your performance? Did I see the stream name? Yeah, they upgraded to Unity 6. So I think the main thing I've noticed is lighting. Like shadows are better, lighting is crisper, performance is fine, it's great, especially for a stress test. I'm having no issues. Load times have been a little long at times, but nothing crazy, and it's working well. I will say I have a 4070 Ti, so I like my PC, I upgraded it so I could stream because I was struggling to stream even ESO at the time, or record video for ESO, because the streaming platform OBS takes up a lot of your CPU and GPU in order to stream at the same time. So I do have an upgraded PC. Housing is literally a waste of time in a game. It doesn't do anything for your character. Some games allow you to do storage in your house, but most don't. I think it's a lazy way to do endgame. So you would be a person that doesn't like housing, and that's totally fine. However, you are not representative of every person playing an MMO, which I think is something a lot of us can really, in a sense, benefit from understanding that MMOs work because there's lots of different play styles and lots of different ways people play. There are people who still play EverQuest 2 just for housing. There are people who still play EverQuest 2 just for collecting shinies. It's different play styles. It doesn't mean one's better or worse than the other, but it does mean that there are people that like stuff you don't, and that's totally fine. We're killing the warrior, right? I think so. Oh, did they actually mez it? Is it mezzed? I think they mezzed it. Did someone level up and get mez? Because before we were just trying to burn them down. I think our enchanter has mez now. That's perfect. Okay. Content. Have to shift your point of view away from the combat aspect of RPGs and go more into the role-playing part. Exactly. Yeah. Maintaining raids year over year is not fun to do in the causes. So the funny thing is, when I think back, There was a point when I was hardcore raiding in EverQuest. I was raiding, it was from about 2016 through 2020. I was raiding 2 to 3 nights a week, and there was a point where I think it was about a year's worth of raiding where I raided out of obligation and not because I was actually enjoying it anymore. Like, I got to a point where I just hated it, but I felt an obligation. The funny thing is not to like, I felt an obligation to my guildies, so I just kept doing it. And then I eventually quit, and it was good. It was good for me and good for my relationship with my wife that I did that. But then there's other times where raiding was like, I loved it. I lived for it. It was fantastic. The sense of achievement, getting to explore and experience things. So I realized over time, I've also had different things that pulled me into MMOs. Housing has been part of it in the past. Ultima Online, housing was the goal because you had limited space, right? And then getting I remember though, oh, fuck, this is like bringing back memories, terrible memories. I remember getting the money to buy a deed for a house in Ultima Online, which was a lot of money. I remember being so excited, and I bought the deed. And then I found out there was nowhere to put the damn house anywhere. And that the way you got a house was actually bought someone else's house. And I was like, shit. And then now that's like real life. But, you know, it's like, god damn. I tried so hard to grind to get that money and never. Obligation rating is the worst. I felt that in vanilla WoW. I was so incredibly sick of Molten Core in BWL, but I felt indebted to my guildies to keep gearing up people. It's a thing. It's almost like a social contract you end up making. And it's just, you feel there comes a point, I think, where you start to do things for your friends in the guild instead of doing them because they're fun, which sucks. And I think that just comes with time though, right? Like you all start because it's fun, and then eventually it's like, this is starting to get grindy. No hard carries here, even for the homies. Everyone hard carries me. Look at Warframe Endgame as fashion frame, and we can't get enough of it. That's fair. Whole point of an MMO is to have tons of things to do and pick and choose which you prefer. Yeah, I think that's how they started at the very least. I mean, that's what Ultima Online was. It was tons of things to do. Also, it's really dark and scary. And I have no charges. All I can see is nameplates. I'm gonna stick next to Banky Doodle. I'm gonna just hide over here. Moving shortly since it's night and we can't see. Okay. I was like, it gets scary as shit at the night. That's why I don't play Overwatch with Redbeard. I don't have time to hard carry. Wow, Stu, when we played freaking, oh god, it's so dark. Like, I literally cannot see. The funny, like, is it lighter on the stream? It's lighter on the stream. Oh, somebody had a light. I do not. But when we played Halo, Stu, you murdered me. You were on my team and you attacked me. You directly caused us to lose. Although I played Marvel Rivals with BB, and let's just say I've never felt so fucking old as when I played that game. Are we gonna sit here? The night is dark and full of terrors, yes. Yes, it is. I enjoy doing it to help with the raid overall. The community aspect is what carries WoW. Look at Hardcore WoW, for example. Yeah, I think in a lot of ways, community is really underrated in MMOs in general, which is why games like this I think are important, because it puts community first. I think it's gonna be a challenge in general for MMOs like this, because community largely comes from different sources now. Like when EverQuest came out, or Ultima Online, you were using shit like ICQ. You know, like there wasn't exactly a ton of offline or online, but out of game communication. And now you have Discord and you have stuff like that. So community, I think, is built more outside of the game, bringing it into the game and then creating memories within the game. So it's a different kind of thing. Not that organic community building doesn't still happen in games, it does. But it's different. It's just different now. But it's still hard to beat those experiences you have with friends. Those memories you make. It's so good. We're hiding against the wall. Also, hello, Dire Prism. I hope you're doing well. It's great to see you. Don't forget fan forums and clan forums. Do forums still get a lot of use? I'll be honest, I haven't been on a forum since like 2017. Although, as a content creator, every freaking game having a Discord is mind-numbing. Like, I miss forums and stuff like that for that reason. Because finding information can be a pain. And then you have a limit on how many Discords you can be in. And then it opens you up to more DMs from people. It's just like, it's a lot. Get on Ventrilo, Redbeard. I use TeamSpeak, Stu. Isn't TeamSpeak coming back? Or was it Ventrilo? I think you'll love Project Gorgon, very OSRS, UOEQ. I think I will too, Paper Jedi. I'm excited about it. Star Wars The Old Republic Endgame is Space Barbie with Dreamhouse. That's fine. Same thing with SWG. I had to build my house out in the middle of nowhere on a toxic planet. Wait, I had a house in SWG too. I thought SWG was great because they had a lot of space. So you could have homes. Though I think they just they sacrificed some content to do that, right? Like they relied very heavily on nests, which was just like spawning places for enemies. But you could have houses all over the place, and then they also had reasons to go to those places. Wait, I can't see the... Oh, there it is. I can't see the warrior though. Because you would have vendors. So you'd have vendors at the house, which I think more games should do. Because you had vendors at the house, but you also had a search function. So you had the search function to go find the vendors. And that's what Ultima Online did too. And they didn't have the search function, but you had vendors at the house, NPC vendors. And it gave, honestly, then it made housing closer to cities even more valuable too. Because you're more likely to sell things, you know? Because people are not gonna have to travel as far. That was really cool. Honestly, I think games like this and Pantheon, etc. will struggle because the MMO players that want it are older with responsibilities. Don't think the younger players will click with them. I think it's going to be interesting to see. I think in general, there's a lot more to play now than there's ever been. So like I think even me, right? I have a channel for RPGs and a channel for MMORPGs. Because there's just so many great RPGs that come out, but at the same time, MMORPGs have my heart, right? And there's just so many competing factors for attention just in general. So it'll be interesting to see how this stuff plays out. And even a game like Stars Reach, which is using very shorter term, like I can't remember exactly what they came up with for like their play session time, like what they're aiming at, right? Because everyone has a play session they're aiming for. Like I think Pantheon was aiming at 2 hours, something like that, for their play sessions. But I think Stars Reach is aiming at like 30 minutes. I still think even then it'll be interesting to see if that's asking too much, you know? We'll have to see. And I still think EverQuest Online is a good entry point for a younger generation based on its graphic style into a game like this. You have search function on UO Outlands. Yeah, UO Outlands added a lot of quality of life stuff to it. I think people like that pay-to-win games, including FIFA, etc., are being poon-conned. I wish they would like open their. Yeah, I'm not. I pay-to-win will always be a frustration to me, just because it. And I know you can argue about like the separation based off like time, but the separation based off of disposable income, and the fact that the thing that gets me is when you add in like pay to win stuff, it encourages the game to make things towards that, because there's a profit incentive to make things shittier so that you pay to bypass them. And that's what always gets me, is the built-in incentive to get people to want to pay. And that's I do feel like old man screaming at clowns. I mean, clowns do freak me out. Old man screaming at clouds, but I miss just, here's the price, here's what you're paying, you know exactly what you're paying, and there's no bullshit where you have to say, like, is this pay to win? Is this pay for convenience? How do I know? Like there was a thing that Cocarnage said about making a ESRB rating for a pay to win. And at first I was like, yeah, that'd be great. That we need something like that. And then I was like, but even when I was trying to figure out like how you would like make that work, it gets so convoluted. It gets so confusing because there's so many ways. Which one are we fighting? I don't want to break Mez. I think we're fighting the warrior. Like, I'm so useless that I don't think it matters that much. You're fighting the warrior, right? It's almost dead, so... Oh, shit, okay. I'm out of mana anyway. Alright, sorry. Let me try and catch up on chat a little bit. Project Gorman is a must. I'm not biased. Hey, Sawman, how are you doing? You know what, Sawman? You're the freaking reason. You're why. I saw your video. I was like, fine. I downloaded it. I have it. I'm gonna play it. I think there's a couple big MMOs. Are we dying? No, I think we're fine. Okay. If y'all don't know Sawman UK is a great MMO content creator. Very funny. Covers a wide variety of MMORPGs. Definitely check out Sawman. And Nice was here earlier as well. As with AAA as yesteryear, I'm pinning my hopes on indie to come save the day to give us a good MMO without microtransactions nonsense. That's generally where I'm at. I'm willing to accept games that lack the polish, but don't have the microtransactions, right? Like that's where I'm at. That's why I'm all in on indie when it comes to MMOs. Hey Creed, how are you doing? It's good to see you. I was on his stream earlier. Oh, that's awesome. Project Gorgon is a crazy underrated MMORPG. That's what I've heard. That's why I want to try it. I want to play it. I want to give it a good try, because I've never played it before. Ding 3, nice. I always feel like such an ass in these games, because I feel like I'm not present in the group at all when I'm streaming. Can you sign up for the stress test, or is it locked? You can play this right now. Although I think the stress test will be ending not kind of soonish, but here, let me get you this link. You go to their website, they have like ways that you can like basically play the game. They also have, you can direct download the client from their Discord, join their Discord for information on the game. It's the most updated. It's where they announce tests and stuff like that. There is a bigger test. This is a stress test, right? So they're stress testing the servers. There is a bigger test for anyone watching right now. If you're interested in this game, April 11th, I believe, to the 13th, 72-hour test. That's a play test. So like the servers will stay on. They'll continue. You'll be able to continue playing the game during that time period. So if you really want to jump in and get an idea of how it feels, I 100% recommend jumping in on that playtest in April, because it is a longer term game, and getting to experience it at a longer term and like making friends and stuff like that is a great time to play it. What is your opinion on WoW? Which one, Mr. Black? WoW Classic, Season of Discovery, WoW Live? Which one? I have opinions on all of it, and I played WoW. I played WoW from Burning Crusade through Mists of Pandaria, I think. Retail. I wanted to like Retail when I got back in with the latest expansion. And they have this thing in WoW, which I compared to like an L. So there's it's a difficulty L. So, or like an inverted L. I guess it's not even an L. But basically like it's a line, right? The difficulty is at the bottom, and then it goes straight up. It's weird to me, because what I found was the story that I was trying to play and learn what was going on in the World of Warcraft. Everything I was doing, I was like, everything's just dying. Like, I don't even have to try. It felt like an ARPG. You know, I was like, this is like, I didn't feel engaged at all. But then the funny thing is, they have some of the hardest difficulty stuff in MMOs. It's just at the end game, making it essentially two separate games within one. And I think that split has only gotten worse and worse and worse over the years. So it's one of those things where like, I'm almost desperate for World of Warcraft to add in the Lord of the Rings style difficulty things, where you can make the game more difficult for you in like the actual, like the world part of it. So it doesn't feel so separate. So sectioned off, I think. But I do think they're making a great choice by adding housing. It's probably 20 years too late for them to add housing, but I think it's a smart thing for them to do. It's one of those things I was like, why don't they have this? They tried garrisons and then they abandoned garrisons, but they need more and more things like that in WoW. Like every freaking Guild Wars 2 got it before. Sounds like Classic is more your thing. Yes and no. So I like Classic WoW, and I like Hardcore Classic. What was that? What was that noise? Did y'all hear that? That was like, it was like a, did I level? I leveled! I was so confused. I fucking leveled. I was like, wait, what is that sound? But yeah, no, so I like Classic, but there's a lot of things I like about Retail WoW as well. I just wish there was more feeling of achievement in this the base game, I guess is really what it comes down to. And also, throughout the last 15 years, PvP for me has been the most fun when it's like structured. So Guild Wars 2 structured PvP, structured PvP in World of Warcraft Battlegrounds and arenas. I really liked arenas. I had a friend that I did arenas with. It felt good to me, and I wish more games would have arena type stuff. I'm not as big a fan of open world PvP. I like the structured gaming, like gamification of PvP with objectives and stuff like that. So that's always going to be, for WoW and Warhammer Online, one of the things I really loved. Although Warhammer Online had both. Do you think WoW would be more or less successful had they released housing at the start of the game when they planned to originally? WoW being more successful is like hard to fathom. It's very hard to fathom. But if they had released what it looks like they are going to release, I don't see how it could hurt them. Because it's another thing for people to do in the game. So it would have to be a question more of like, what would they have taken away when they were developing it to give time to housing, I think. And that's when I think it gets more of a a question of what is the bigger benefit. But EverQuest 2 is my prime example of that, where housing was great, and what WoW is going to be putting in is essentially EverQuest 2's housing system from 2004. Like it's almost the same housing system from 2004 that they've shown off recently. And that stands the test of time in EQ2 as one of the things that they like. There's a lot of other stuff in EQ2 that people don't like, but of course, Mr. Black. I always feel like this need to say, like, my opinion is my opinion. It shouldn't be weighed or valued in any way more than anywhere else's. It's just my opinion. What is your class in this game? I am a very bad elementalist. I'm a bad elementalist because I don't have my pet. I should have a pet. I don't. I didn't have money. Arby, you got room for some loot to sell? I actually don't know if I do. I think I do. Yes, I have. Do I not have a back? I actually have a couple things of loot. I haven't been looting shit either. This looks like fun. It is fun. If you like classically inspired MMOs, it's fun. And you can play it right now. I don't know how long I think the stress test is supposed to end in 30 minutes. They may extend it. Let me see if they've said anything. I don't see anything about an extension, but if you want to play it, I would definitely recommend checking it out on April 11th to the 13th. 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern. Oh, it's 3 p.m. Pacific. Okay, then it's got an hour and a half, right? I think. The levers feel quick enough that they're not slow. At the same time, they're long enough in combination with equipment being strong enough to justify spending time on getting into it. That's, yeah. I mean, this has been, I mean, I feel like this is almost like power leveling in this group because this stuff is red to me, but it's been going well. What's the secret sauce that an EverQuest 3 would need in order to thrive? If I knew the answer to that. Oh, I'd have so much money. Funnily enough, I'm actually working on a video right now. Just made the thumbnail for it, and I'll probably be releasing it next week, called Hopes and Fears for EverQuest 3. And it's more about like, it's more just like what I'm worried about and what I'm hopeful for. But what I think would make like the secret sauce would be obviously updating graphics and UI and stuff like that. That's all the thing. But the secret sauce, I think, is making a game that is true to EverQuest. So a game that has challenge and difficulty, a game that has class interdependencies, because that is so integral to EverQuest. It will need things like dungeon running. It'll need stuff like raiding. It'll need the core components of what made EverQuest EverQuest, alongside the lore, the world, all that stuff. But at the same time, I think there are some places it needs to update by adding in more things. Because as great as EverQuest is, it is a very linear game. You level, and that's it. That's why I think in part, progression servers work so well. You keep doing the same things. Making crafting better. Basically going the route of an Elden Ring, where you take the formula of EverQuest, and then you just improve the things without getting rid of stuff that was working. So that's a long answer to say that I don't fucking know. But basically, take what worked in EverQuest, add things that, or fix things that didn't. Like, I don't think many people will say classic EverQuest crafting was the best thing ever. It was, you made Bandit. And that was about it. The long answer sounded interesting. Thank you. There's a reason why some of my videos get really freaking long. Hope it's made. Fear is the devs gave up on it already. That's my fear, Vicus. I don't feel like they've given up on it already, but I do feel like it's still in a very fragile state, and we've already seen with EG7, because if you remember, EG7, which owns Daybreak, which owns Standing Stone Games, which is who makes Lord of the Rings Online. They were, we're gonna make this remaster and UI remake for Lord of the Rings Online. It was announced, it was gonna happen, and it was then, okay, we're just gonna do the UI, and then we're doing nothing. And the reasons why we found out in a financial document where basically they're like, the cost to do it, we found out, is so high, we might as well have just made a new game. So they just scrapped doing it completely. So I worry that those kind of decisions are what will drive it, right? Like, if the decision making of, will there be profit in it? And if they look at it, the MMO genre, and like, I don't know that we could make back our money on this, that's my concern with them, kind of thing. Patrick, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. That's very kind of you, and for the very kind comment. I like your videos. Thanks for going live. Thank you so much. Very kind of you, Patrick. Did you remember the monsters? No. I have 80. I don't remember the monsters. I've even forgotten the memories, Jester. How are you doing? It's great to see you. I hope you're having a wonderful Saturday. What time am I supposed to leave for this concert, by the way? I don't think the devs want to do it. They enjoy their standard chill life of making money while moving toward retirement. They're not a new company looking to prove something, so no push. I don't think it has anything to do with devs, Vicus. If I were to look at that team, I would say that they definitely want to like do more. They just don't have funding for it. Like, they seem passionate to me, but the problem is they don't get to make the decisions. Even you know, like Gen Chan isn't making decisions. The people making the decisions are the ones who own Daybreak, which are EG7. And some of those devs on EverQuest, they're not old. Some of them are fairly new and young. Some have been there since near the beginning, like 20 plus years. So yeah, but some are new, some are newer anyway. And they're hiring new people now for EverQuest 3 as well. So depending on who they hire. Crafting got much better once they hired Den Mother. When did that happen, Electric Eccentrics? I know, like, I remember when they added cultural crafting. I was like, wow, holy shit. Like, they're actually, like, putting something into crafting. Like, I remember crafting culturals becoming, like, one of the main ways to do things. And then they tried to do stuff like add in crafting in, like, Planes of Power, where you had to, there was crafting parts to it. And then freaking EverQuest Epic 2.0s and how they had crafted, oh my god, crafting things that you had to do, like get certain crafting skills and skill up your crafting to make your 1.5 epic. Oh jeez. And some of it was so rough. I'm pretty sure the EQ devs want to make an EverQuest 3. Absolutely. Like I'm certain that the devs do. I feel like they have a lot of passion and a lot of desire to make that game, even if they won't call it EQ3 now. I feel like EQ3 is a term that can't be used anymore, because even technically EverQuest 2 wasn't EverQuest 2. It was technically EverQuest 3, if you think about it, right? You had EverQuest, you had EQOA, and then you had EQ2. But yeah, I thought it was interesting in general, looking at some of the PAX East panels, the Fippy Fest, and that kind of stuff. PG has that. Project Gorgon. I'm sold on Project Gorgon. I'm so sold on trying it, okay? I'll be playing it for sure. I don't know exactly when. So for anyone who doesn't know, I run an RPG channel as well, and April is gonna be busy. April has Expedition 33 coming out, which is a game that I'm super freaking excited about. So I'm gonna be kind of no-lifing that, but I'll probably circle back around to Project Gorgon after that, for sure. Can't call it 3, can't call it next, EQ new. EQ EverQuest quest. Just not what was it? What was the RPG? Kingdom of Amalur Reckoning became Kingdom of Amalur Re-Reckoning. So just not EverQuest Re2 or EverQuest Re-Next, please. EverQuest Reborn. EverQuest Reborn is the most fitting. Reborn. Kingdoms of Amalur is an underrated game. It's written in part by one of my favorite authors of all time. Why am I not? The ability is not available now. I have mana. Should have been able to cast. I don't know why I didn't. Yeah, Kingdoms of Amalur was written by R.A. Salvatore, who I've read something like 26 of his books. Why can't... The ability is unavailable now. Am I bugged? I think I might be bugged. I'm gonna try and redo this. Oh, wait, hang on. Hang on, let me tell my group. Isn't it just right click? How do I... I thought it was just right click to... There we go. It's not right click, it's drag and drop. Here, let me see if this works with the minor shielding, and if so, I'll take off the flame burst. It'll be not available. I think I'm bugged. Oh no, there it goes. There we go. Let's try. Yay, okay. Whatever, it's fixed now, so that's all that matters. Let me catch up on chat. I remember getting excited about the Amalur MMO or whatever it was they were working on. Yeah. And then they like scammed the state government out of money, and you know, it's just that whole mess. But Re-Reckoning is good and worth playing for sure. I like Re-Reckoning, which I think was THQ redid it or whatever. It's a fun game. It's something like EQ Reborn, not a sequel or prequel, just a reboot, which is what they've talked about. I think they hired her in 2016. Not entirely sure. Wasn't she one of the interviews from Fippy Fest? Oh, was that really? Oh, okay, yeah. That's awesome. Something like EQ Reborn. EverQuest, the post prequel, with a very realistic Fippy still running towards his death. EverQuest, not a sequel, just much needed update. They've talked about it being like a kind of a remake of EQ1, which I think is the smartest thing to do, because then you're not having to do like a lot. If you're remaking, you're not having to do a lot of the back end world building stuff, or even like crazy zone stuff. So it'll be interesting to see if which route they go, and of course that it keeps going. It feels like it's been night for a very long time. Change my name. This is Gentlemate. Okay, wait, Gentle Mies? How do I pronounce it now, Gentlemate? Hey, Mr. C, how are you doing? It's good to see you. I remember getting excited about... Oh, yeah, the armor. EQ Remastered. Yeah. EverQuest Respawn. Wait, did someone ever say that? EverQuest Ranger Gate. What is this not Necro you're playing? It's the other one, the one that summons pets, but not with bones. It's an elementalist. And also I don't have a pet. So like miser without the R. Gentle Mise. Okay. just like Final Fantasy 14 and Realm Reborn. Final Fantasy 14 launching, being kind of terrible at the time, especially performance-wise. Like, I remember the performance being abysmal. And then closing, going into dev for 2 more years, and then what's happened with it is one of my favorite MMO stories of all time. Because it's like, you know, just shows that when there's a will to work, to like fix it, you can do great things. I mean, it's probably the only MMO in recent memory that's come close or has surpassed WoW in numbers. A few people have made some interesting zoneless EQ clone concepts using the Unreal Engine. There was one I saw making an Unreal Engine using Lantern EQ, which I thought was really interesting. I will always call them summoners instead of elementalists. I would call them mages for me instead of elementalists. I call summoners mages in my head, so still waiting on that Chronicles of Illyria. Oh no. I've backed some stinkers. I didn't back Chronicles of Illyria. Instead, I backed Legends of Aria. I backed Crowfall. The Crowfall one I think is even more frustrating to me than Legends of Aria. Just because like the whole launch just felt wrong. And then selling it to another company immediately after, and then it being closed. The game had problems, don't get me wrong. Crowfall looked interesting. It was an interesting idea, but like I missed games that used the Shadowbane approach of classes, where you have your class, right? You have this class, and then you go and get disciplines. You can find them off enemies, find these like discipline items off of enemies, and the item itself is a class, and you add it. Which I think actually Final Fantasy 14 didn't have you go find them, but you got them through quests, but they also had the items. And that was what Shadowbane did, and that was what Crowfall did. And I miss stuff like that, where you could be a, you know, Inquisitor werewolf, you know, stuff like that. And it was just sad to me that Crowfall didn't do that, like that they just failed. I backed Camel Unchained. I regret that. Only Kickstarter MMO I backed. I don't even know what Camel Unchained is doing at this point. They've promised a big update for what feels like years now. They're selling an engine. Camel Unchained feels like they're just selling a game engine at this point. I backed Camel Unchained. Shocked that Pantheon got to early access and not see you. Yeah. Oh, you're logging into. Nice. Enjoy, Electric. I hope that you have a lot of fun in the time left in the stress test, and hopefully they extend it, because they tend to a lot of times. Exhaustion. Oh shit, there's one right there, right next to it. Oh nice, they just, oh, it's buffing itself. Luckily it doesn't notice us right here behind it murdering his friend, so we're good. I wonder if the rollouts of AI, if a game creating content creating will start being built by AI or multiple that teach each other. I seriously doubt it, because so far what I've seen of games that try to use AI is they try to replace critical steps, and then it just basically makes a subpar product. And like usually what I've seen, and obviously everything changes, right? Technology changes, stuff changes, but for the most part, AI, apart from anything else, because it hallucinates, is wildly unusable in most things. Because if the thing that you're asking questions to will lie to you because it hallucinates an answer, that's not going to be very helpful. But what I've found with AI in games so far is that the people that have used it have tried to use it to skip things, to replace rather than innovate. Thing is, it doesn't need to be replaced. Like, it's endlessly annoying seeing like AI voices in games that just don't sound good. Just do the text. If you can't afford a voice actor, just do the text or have the actor. Crowfall and Ash Creation most recent, or not Crowfall, Core Punk and Ash Creation most recently. It was just a net negative on their game. Want AI NPC interactions and movement. So until they can solve the hallucinations, I don't know that it's gonna be that helpful. Just as a tool, I think. A tool in the process for devs. That'd be interesting. Posture check. I don't know how, like, I'm standing. Am I, like, leaning? Thank you for the posture check. Oh, shit. I need to get mana. Game industry nowadays doesn't innovate a whole lot. I don't think there's much to... Well, no, game industry now just patents ideas and then closes the studio that had the idea. So, freaking Monolith and the Nemesis system. God damn it. Makes me sad. The hallucinations you can reduce by using contextual prompts and fine-tuning. Well, yeah, and the other downside though is if you have AI training off of AI, that it's gonna poison itself, right? Pro gamers game at a solid 30 degrees backwards. Fucking hell. I'm bummed that the frontier of AI is to replace creative roles. I get that you can't have your surgical suite or whatever hallucinating, but yeah, same. I mean, I'm a fucking writer. The idea that AI is going to replace me being able to write books sucks. Like, it's terrifying. I'm not going to lie. Like, I have now written 3 books. I have 200,000 words of a currently in progress book, and it's scary. It's terrifying. Because it essentially just copies. It copies and predicts, and it's scary. Like, I don't know how else to put it. But beyond that, the people that I have seen using it are using it to, like, basically cut corners. What are the classes, races in your party? I am a human elementalist. That's level 3 and awful at the game. We have a, let's see. PJ here is a ogre shaman. Yep. Gim is a dwarf. What's FTR? I don't know what FTR is. We have a bard. We have an inquisitor. We have an SPB. I don't know some of the fighter. Thank you, fighter. What's SPB? Because they have more classes in this than I'm used to. SPB. Spellblade. Oh yeah, Spellblade. I wanted to try Spellblade. I haven't tried Spellblade. You know? That's why you write books that are so unhinged that AI could never replicate it. Like, you put in the prompt for it, like, no, we can't do that. I'm sorry. That's awful. I wonder if Joppa is playing Eminem right now. I kind of hope so. I thought one of the coolest things is when he played EverQuest online. That was awesome. In Swedish news, they said the book publisher stopped taking in children's book submissions because they got year-over-year increase of 30% of children's book submission, like, since they introduced AI. Yeah, so there's a bunch of AI slop going into book publishing right now, and it's going into book contests and stuff. So contests are, like, shutting down admission, because it's not like it's, when I say AI slop, it literally is. So it's just like, here's 50,000, 60,000 words of incoherent writing, but people are submitting it in hopes that it will work. There's a lot of books out there on Amazon as well that are the same thing. They get, like, they're like 1-star reviewed, but, you know, doesn't matter. It's just, it floods the zone in a sense. I love your vids. Keep it up, man. Much love from a German follower. Wait, I know some German. Dankeschön. Scheiß. I don't know. I'm blanking, but thank you so much. I appreciate that. My wife has German family, and we've been to Stuttgart, and we've been to we want to go to Berlin, but Oh, actually, you'll probably find this funny. So, Seer, when I met my wife, 18 years ago now, the first German word she taught me was something she called me. She called me Schlampe. And she's been calling me a Schlampe for 18 years. Happy Big Saturday. Happy Big Saturday to you too. I hope Joppa sees the secret forgotten technology of item linking in chat and being able to rotate your character in the character select screen. Lost technologies. Yes, yes, Mr. C. If the shoe fits. Hi, Bluebell. That's my wife over in Twitch. I would Hi, Bluebell. Wait, Bluebell, you came in when I was struggling to remember German words. Thanks. What are we we're leaving soonish. Wait, what time did you say? Oh, okay. I got you. Just checking. It was perfect timing. Fantastisch. Bluebell. Fantastisch. Are we fighting the warrior or the shaman? I can't really tell. Okay, there we go. Oh shit. Oh shit. Carlos just died. Uh-oh. That's not great. If I die, there's no way I'm getting back, so... Nice, I'm still planning on the Rhine River trip with the missus. That's assuming a couple of Americans are still allowed to visit Europe next year. I hope you have a great time, Crimson. I've never been, like, we've looked at the Viking cruises and stuff, but we went, half my family's from the UK. And so I go visit there as often as possible because I still have family in England. But I'm excited to go back to Germany again in the near future. And then also, I mean, we're going to Japan this year. Your character looks like He-Man. Yep. Okay, I like that so much better, Ripsy. People have been talking shit about my poor character and saying he's scary. He's not scary. I'm interested in M&M though. I'm happy to see all these classic style MMOs come back. Me too, Electric Nikki Games. Your character is scary. He's not scared. The Redbird guy's screaming. He's not scary. He's just misunderstood. And he uses too much mustache wax, okay? Like, that's all. I'm gonna hide up here on the rock. And you lived in Joy. I lived in Japan for a few years. Well, Okinawa, not me. Nice, Jester. We went to, when I was a kid, we went to Osaka when I was very young with my dad, because he was at a conference and he got to take me with him. And then more recently, Bluebell and I got to go a couple years ago because we got a really good deal on a flight. And so we went a couple years ago, and now we're trying to go back this year. You need like a beard. I know, but the mustache is just so great. Just ignore the name. I couldn't do red mustache, Flynn. We're not trying, we're going. We are going, yes. Nothing wrong with a good red mustache. The rest of the face though, hey. Don't insult my boy here, okay? It reminds me of Project Gorgon. We've been talking so much about Project Gorgon. I'm excited to try it. I'm really, it's been on my radar for a long time, but I'm excited to try it. That's a full-on villain stash. You need to be running some miners out of their town with that thing, and tying people to train tracks. Yeah, Project Gorgon is another game. Yep. Redbeard's character is scary. Villain mustaches go away, please. How dare you abuse your mods? What's the word I'm trying to think of? Permissions. Stu. By the way, if it seems confusing, during things that are like this, I stream on both Twitch and YouTube because I figure that people want to see this on YouTube. So if it feels like I'm talking to two different chats, it's because I am. Sorry if it's confusing. Oh. Oh shit. Murder. Project Gorgon, I can speak. Project Gorgon, a non-hand-holding game with a gazillion of skills to level up, and some of them very oddly specific. Have such a cozy community. Every Sunday is Poetry Day. Every Sunday is Poetry Day? Okay, yeah. I was already sold. I'm more sold now. Thanks for streaming on YouTube. I have a premium there, but not on Twitch. Oh, that's perfect. Like I actually have YouTube Premium as well because I like to put a lot of things on like what is it called? Like just like turn the phone off and just listen, especially longer videos. And so I have it for that reason. Privileges is the word you were looking for. Thank you, Bluebell. Bluebell gave me permission. I didn't abuse anything, really. Who's supporting Papa Roach? Me. And Bluebell. We're gonna be going here soonish. And every skill you actually have to discover is even. See, that's one of the things I'm really excited for, Shadow. Like really, really excited for. Same, it's a godsend while at work driving a semi. Yeah, so one of the things that I really hate about Twitch is their mobile app sucks. Their mobile app is so bad, and also you can't rewind very easily. So whereas like YouTube, you can rewind, you can put it on like, you know, minimize it if you have premium, and it works really well for that. Oh, what is this? Oh, you give me a robe? Oh shit. How do I get rid of this? Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much. Look. I've got a robe. Thank you so much. Hang on, let me actually properly say thank you. That was very nice of them. Oh, I should actually help. There we go. Project Gorgon released in 2018, so isn't it still technically in early access too? 7 years of early access at this point? Because I think they just celebrate. I mean, it's early access, but still. Okay, I like the robe. The robe is cool. Yeah, it'll just pause randomly. It will. And then if you minimize Twitch, you're supposed to be able to hear it in background, but it doesn't work all the time. Sometimes it works, but sometimes it doesn't. No, don't worry about spamming, Shadow. Don't worry about spamming. I'm like, there are a few things I like seeing more than people excited or happy about games and stuff. Like, it just makes me, other people being happy about things makes me happy. I love seeing people's joy and excitement about things. So yeah, don't worry at all. If anything, you're making me more excited to play Project Gorgon. By the way, this game you're playing right now, tell me about it. What is it? This game is Monsters and Memories. It is an indie developed MMO being created in part by a former EverQuest dev. It is a really classically inspired group-based MMO, but they're actually adding in other things too. Like more recently, they've been talking of adding in taming, mounts, houses, and boats and stuff like that. The game itself is going to be launching, as long as everything goes well to plan, in early access at the beginning of 2026. So 7 months or so from now. 8 months. What do I even? I don't even know time. Whatever. Not 7 months. I don't know why I thought a year is 10 months. It's streamer brain. But 2026. So there actually be a larger play test for the game on April 11th through April 13th. If you want to give it a try, you can try it for free. Just go to monstersandmemories.com to try it out. It's a Dungeon and Dragon EverQuest inspired MMO. I've heard a lot of EverQuest peeps starting up new games. Yeah. Basically, I mean, well, funnily enough, one of the three primary creators of EverQuest actually works at Amazon Game Studio, I think. I always blank on his name. It begins with a T. I think he worked on New World, I think. And then, of course, unfortunately, Brad McQuaid passed away. And then I started Pantheon. And Steve Clover works on Pantheon as well. I want to try. I've been living off of copium lately when it comes to MMORPGs. I think a lot of us have been living off copium for ages. Oh wow, extended to 12 a.m. Okay, there you go. John Smedley. Wait, no, I was confusing something else. There's another person from the original 3 EverQuest creators. So John Smedley, I kind of treat as like a fourth, because more like the business side, right? But you had Steve Clover, you had Brad McQuaid, and then you had, what is the other person? Why am I blanking on his name? I feel so bad. But he's with another MMO company now. Georgeson is different. He came in later. He's with Raph Koster over at Stars Reach. That's Georgeson. It starts with a T. What's his name? Hang on. I'll get this in a sec. Also, I should actually help. William Trost. William Trost is who I was thinking of. And William Trost Bill Trost is also working on an MMO. Oh, he went over to Ashes. Bill Trost is now at Ashley Creation. I did not know that. He's at Ashley Creation. Apparently my PC is too much of a potato to play this game. Keep in mind, Gregory, this is a stress test. So because this is a stress test, it's gonna be a more stress than usual. Like when they do play tests, they normally have multiple servers, but for the stress test, we're all on one server right now, unless they open up new servers. But we're all on one single server. But they tend to have more servers during playtests. So maybe if you're having issues with the game like running right now, try it out in April when there's more servers and it's more about playing the game, whereas this is more about us trying to break their servers. Thank you so much, Corvid. So the test is extended for anyone wanting to continue to play. Yeah, the Ashes guy. That's what I meant. Oh yeah. So that went over to ESO, CEO. Thoughts on this versus Pantheon? So hard to make a comparison just yet. So I get that question a lot, and I actually get that question a lot when I'm playing Pantheon too. I think in general, the way that I've been trying to describe it is I compare Monsters and Memories as a more classic, closer to EverQuest classic, like EverQuest from 1999 through 2003 type of experience, whereas Pantheon is more trying to bridge between a WoW classic and an EverQuest. Like even just, I think the biggest place I can point to difference is combat. Combat feels in this game much more like EverQuest, whereas combat in Pantheon feels somewhat closer, at least in my opinion, towards a WoW classic. But I mean, I enjoy both of the games. I don't really know how else to describe it other than that, like EverQuest continuum though. And this, I think they're also both going in the same kind of routes of adding in stuff like housing, adding in mounts and cool stuff like that. And also obviously both very much still in progress, in testing with work to go. I call it modernized EQ. Which one? Electric Nikki Games. This one or Pantheon? I really love those interviews. They're super cool. Oh, with the, yeah, that's one thing. I know he's all busy making a game and everything, like how dare he, but I wish Sean would do more interviews because they were so cool. I know he did one, like a kind of interview with the Embers Adrift team, which is really cool to see. I thought that was awesome because it's different seeing an interview from a dev to dev perspective, I think. Like I've had I've been really lucky and I've been able to interview in a group setting Ralph Coster. I've been able to interview Joppa a couple times from Pantheon, and I've been able to interview the team Embers Adrift team, but I don't have dev experience. So I can only ask questions and talk about things from my experience as a player of video games, right? But seeing a dev talk to another dev is a whole other thing, which is why I really love Sean's interviews, especially with some of the former EverQuest people. Just really great info and a lot of interesting information on like EQ Next and stuff like that in those interviews. The ogre's face is pretty cool. Can you zoom in on the dwarf face? I like the dwarfs a lot. They're really cool. Also, the lighting in what's it called, Unity 6 is looking really good in here, and the new UI. Hey, BB, how are you doing, BB? BB, are you ready for this game in April to play it with me? It's quite interesting. $100 million thing could just disappear if no one use it. Imagine that with sports cars. Oh yeah. I mean, that shit happens with movies all the time, right? And then they get written off. The beards are epic, so tiny. Like, okay, the beard is like 70%. You can have smaller beards, I think, as the dwarf, but it's like 70% of the dwarf. And my highest level character in this game was a dwarf bard, which is great. And thank you for the follow, by the way. Loot something. Oh, okay. I don't think I have. What is this? I don't know what sells. Oh shit. Okay, thank you. Drop this stuff, whatever it is. Thank you. Get rid of that. I'm gonna get rid of the trainee's dagger. Wait. Oh shit. Wait, which one are we mezzing? I'm mezzing that one, okay. Look at them just giving me stuff. I don't think I can. It's a quest item, I think. The elemental essence is a quest that I needed to do that I did not finish. Can I not destroy this? There we go. Okay. There we go. No, a dwarf without an epic beard isn't a dwarf at all. Also, Big Pantheon runs well on my Steam Deck. I need to play it on Steam Deck, Electric Nikki. I haven't played it on Steam Deck yet. I actually was tossing around this idea of trying out a bunch of MMOs that work to see which ones work well on Steam Deck. And it came about because I needed some kind of distraction during my tattoo sessions recently because God, it hurts. Like I've been getting a damn near a quarter leg sleeve, and it hurts like hell. I've got it tattooed on the back of my knee the last time I was there, and it was a lot. It was painful. And I wanted to like play an MMO on the Steam Deck just to keep my attention elsewhere. How does it compare to Pantheon MMO? This compares to Pantheon MMO on an EverQuest continuum, closer to early EverQuest in my opinion than Pantheon, which is closer towards later EverQuest and more towards WoW Classic minus the questing. I know nothing about Monsters and Memories. When is it set to release? It was planned on going into early access beginning of 2026. Big big play test coming up in April though. I need to med. I can do one spell. Wait, they're telling me what to do to make money. Okay, so everything sells, but you have to find the right vendor. That reminds me of Ultima Online. Because Ultima Online, you couldn't sell everything to one vendor. You had to sell to different vendors. That's interesting. Can you tell me about Pantheon? You're playing it, recommend it. What's your favorite things? Okay, I have a video. I'm gonna try and condense it. Pantheon is an MMO. It's a classically inspired MMO that modernizes in some key ways. It's a little bit faster paced, but still not super fast. Like if you're going into it like wanting as fast as WoW Classic, you won't like it. It's also an in-development MMO, so there's a lot of things that are missing. Like when I was talking about the benefits of it, the things that I liked, it was class interdependency like this game, where you have classes that work together well and have class roles. You still have the quaternity, which both these games have a quaternity, right? So you have to have healers, CC, crowd control, tanks, and DPS. And in this one, I think we have two. Is it just the bard? I'm getting distracted, sorry. But in Pantheon, one of the things that I really like is just the world building in general when it's fully fleshed out. But they're not there yet. And that's one of the things that I'm still struggling with, is that they're slowly building in quests, they're slowly building in all this stuff. They have this entire system called perception, which is basically branching dialogues and more like RPG style questing. But it's only there in its very infancy. And I'm hoping to see that soon. But the best way I can describe it is go into the video to see what it's like. But it's a classically inspired MMO like this one. Wait, why did that do that? How come female halflings only have one hairstyle and it's an ugly one? I think in general they're adding styles as they go in. Like I think they added, didn't they just add more halfling hairstyles a couple months ago in this game? Can you single play Pantheon, or do you need to get in groups? Because I have hard time getting into groups in games. You can do both. It's feasible solo, but you'll miss out on stuff. It's best as a group game. It's best when playing with other people, but you can solo as well. Still haven't done much of a hair pass yet, but it's coming. Hey, Zukin! Hello, Zukin. Zukin, I saw a terrifying spider. Was that your fault? Zukin, for anyone who doesn't know, is one of the artists on this game, on Monsters and Memories. And also streams. I don't believe Zukin streams to YouTube, but Zukin streams often end up on the Monsters and Memories page, though. I did make one of those spiders. It was terrifying. I saw it cresting over a hill, and it was scary. I hope you're doing well, Zukin. I hope y'all are all, Nicodemus was in here earlier as well. I hope you're all enjoying, oh shit, it's Zukin. Zukin's right here. Also, the new UI, Zukin, looks great. I was really enjoying the new UI. I thought Zukin just turned into a horse. Are you gonna ride it, Zukin? Oh shit. No! Carlos just died again. Oh shit. Look. Zukin's riding a horse. Wait, Carlos hit the pony and died? Oh my god. Okay, well in that case, how does it compare to Project Gorgon? I actually don't know, because I have not played Project Gorgon, although I do plan to. So unfortunately, I can't compare it until I actually get to play Project Gorgon, but I do want to. Of course, these particle effects both make me laugh and bring great nostalgia. Exactly, same here. How I wish I could play DAOC again with a real population. I am sad that I didn't give DAOC better chance when it first came out. I remember being amazed that it had capes though. Everything that was really cool. But I played it a little bit when it first came out, and then went back to, I think, EverQuest or EverQuest 2 or SWG at the time. And I played it recently, but yeah, there's not really many people there. I did not like Project Gorgon. I was more of an Ashran's Call. It was more Ashran's Call than EverQuest. Also, DAOC was amazing. I remember playing DAOC when it came out. I was still in middle school. Think you're gonna check out EQTLP 2025? Yes, yeah, absolutely. Oh well, okay. I say absolutely. I want to see what the rule set is. I don't know. They haven't said anything about the rule set yet, and like there's no tease or nothing. And I'm kind of curious. Like, what are they gonna do? What are they gonna do to follow up Teak, which was potentially the biggest server they've ever had, right? Because like they expanded the server size. Oh shit, Arc's gonna die. Please don't die. I'm not doing shit. I really am useless in this group. I'm watching how little I'm doing. I'm like, I think I'm noticing it now just because of like no one else is doing anything. I think because I need those spells so badly, but I'm doing literally nothing. Oh, server is shutting down in 60 seconds as well. I think it's a reset. Your pets are good. Yeah, I need to get the pets. That's one of the things that's like the first thing I'm gonna do during the playtest is get the pets. Nice, the stress is only 8 gig download. Yeah, and it's got extended as well. We'll be extending the stress test till 12 a.m. EDT. We're preparing a new server build to adjust melee abilities a bit, as well as test some lag fixes for Night Harbor, is what their most recent thing said. So the stress test is extended, but it is going down real quick for a new server build. I just found that underground mushroom place that Sean was working on. Oh, nice, Steve. That's awesome. Air has wind, water has clarity. Are you shitting me? Okay. Yeah. First thing I do next time I play is gonna be finish this quest I started. I think this one, the box of elemental incense. Oh yeah, to the corner. Yeah, because the server's gonna go down. Oh, we killed it before we went down though. That's good. I'm getting close to level 4. I'm scared alone. Please send help. No, now this is where you YOLO and then you go find things and then you die in the process. What's a fun class in M&M to hop into? I really like the Necromancer. I can't say much about the Elementalist yet because I haven't gotten my pet, so it's hard to say. But I really like the Necromancer. The Shadow Knight was it the Shadow Knight was fun? There's a ton to mess around with and play with. I would recommend just trying out different classes. The Bard was the highest level one that I got, and I really liked the Bard. It was fun. It went so well and merged so well with the factions. Yeah, DAOC, because I didn't play DAOC, but I played Warhammer Online. So I played the secondary version, right? And one of the things I always remember was how they talked about how Warhammer Online would have done so much better if they'd had a third balancing faction to kind of balance it out the way that DAOC was. And unfortunately, that didn't happen. Now, I need to get going. I need to end because I do have a concert that I need to go to. RIP Warhammer Online, I missed that game. Subscribe it. You can play Return of Reckoning. I've played it. I really like it. I think they've done a good job with what they had. So it's an emulator server, Return of Reckoning, returnofreckoning.com, and definitely worth checking out if you liked Warhammer. It's not the same. It's not. But if you want to get a little bit of that nostalgia, it's still worth checking out. Later, man, thanks for popping on and stream. Of course you can. Yeah, so I'm going to a concert, so I'm going to end over on YouTube. I will take you to someone else playing Monsters Memories on Twitch, so hang out and we'll do that real quick. But thank you so much for checking me out. Thank you for checking out the game with me, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you over on YouTube. See you all later. I'm going to raid off on Twitch because I don't have anyone to raid on YouTube, but thank you so much. See you all later. That end